All right. Well, what I want to do right now is I want to explain to you what the Canzell movement at eXp is and how it's different from eXp. In the very beginning, I just want to explain, I opened up my own brokerage. You know, it's kind of the thing to do, right? You become an agent, then you become a team leader, and then you open up your own brokerage. That's what everyone kind of teaches you what to do. I will tell you, for me, opening up my own brokerage was the worst thing that I ever did. I ended up hating everything that I was doing, and instead of enjoying what I love to do, I actually hated it. I then started looking at some of the big players. Looked at eXp a while back and I'm kind of just blew it off. I was like, this is not the right fit for me. And then I just started seeing some really big power players. Chuck Fazio, Jay Kinder, Curtis Johnson, Michael Reese, Kyle Whistle, Dan Beer. They just all started joining and I was like, you know, these are super smart people and they're all making this move. And then I started talking to them of how much they were making in passive income, and they were making millions a year in passive income, like not 1 million, but millions. It's funny because I started copying everything eXp was doing, and then eXp started copying a bunch of stuff that I was doing, and then I just got to the point where I couldn't compete with them. I realized no matter how hard I work, I'm not gonna be able to catch up with them. And every time I turned around, they just kept making it better, better, and better. I finally figured out, you know, Wayne Gretzky says that you move to where the puck is going, not where the puck currently is. And I realized I wanted to start loving what I did. And I got a autoimmune condition, psoriatic arthritis. There were days I was so stressed. My joints hurt so bad. And I just couldn't hardly get out of bed. My joints hurt so bad. And it was all because of stress, because I did all the things. I mean, we had a wellness place. I have a podcast that I did, over 550 episodes of the best doctors around. I just want you to understand that the stress that I was under was just massive. And I finally realized that I could actually make more money. One of the things I like to say is that revenue is for vanity and profit is for sanity. And we were making money, but just not enough. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. So we weren't making enough money to make it worth it. Definitely nothing's worth the stress that I was under. And as soon as I merged with eXp, all that stress went away. My health is back to normal. I'm doing great. My family's thriving. It was honestly the best decision that I made. I'm super excited about that, and I'm excited that you are coming along for the ride.
I just wanted to share the vision of our national expansion. Just like Uber took over taxi cabs, we want to take over traditional brokerages. Did you know that Hilton is one of the largest hotel chains and it's worth about $25 billion, and Airbnb is now worth $100 billion? That's what change is going on. Life is changing, and so is cloud-based technology.
The easiest way to explain revenue share is that when you attract another agent on the very first tier, you're gonna make 17.5% of their gross commission that eXp makes. So for example, on a $10,000 commission, every agent is on an 80-20 split. So on that 20%, that's $2,000. So out of that $2,000, on the first level, 17.5% goes back to the agent that was in their first line. Then if you're in their second tier, that means you'd make 19% of that gross commission. And you keep getting paid that, and then you can see as the levels go what percentage you make per tier that they're under. Let's pretend that you recruited Jill, and Jill recruited Bill, and Bill recruited Tom, right? So that's how it works of what the percentage of money that you get. Now the first 3 levels unlock immediately. And if you cap, which just means that you made $16,000 that you gave to eXp that year, then levels 4 and 5 automatically unlock. And then if you're an icon agent, the easiest way to describe an icon agent, if you cap and sell about 20 houses, you now are an icon agent. If you look at the levels, Again, tiers 1 through 3 unlock immediately. There's different percentages of where people are of how much money you get paid. So if I recruited Jill, I would make 17.5% of her commission, and you get it every single month, and you get it on every commission until they cap at 16,000. Then the next year, right, depending on where they are in their anniversary year, once they go to 100% commission, you don't get any revenue share until the next following year, right? So if you think about it, someone maybe might cap, say January through December. Let's say they capped in August. Well, for October, November, and December, you wouldn't get any money, but then let's say their cap reset in January, then you would start getting paid on them again. So you cap until they reach the 16,000. And this chart that I'm showing you right now, it shows you exactly how much you make per year on every single level. The other thing that's super exciting is you get ownership stock in the company. And so that ownership stock, as soon as you close your first transaction, you make $200. As soon as you cap, you get $400 of eXp stock. And every time you attract another agent, you make $400 of stock for directly attracting another agent. So that's really, really good. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the different things that you get that are different when you join our particular upline. For example, for me, everybody that's in my upline gets 3 things. You are going to get a seller funnel, a buyer funnel, and an agent attraction funnel. So this is super huge. It's really important. These funnels have been proven to work, and these are normally, you'd pay $395 a month for these funnels. That's a huge deal that you get those. The other piece is all of the training and all of the coaching. So there's a huge amount of training and coaching that goes on. So the people that are in, you also get everything that is in the fast forward movement. And so there's tons of training that you get, and I'm going to list some of that training right here for you to see. So these trainings has literally been giving people triple their business. We've seen people 10x their business. So there's different masterminds every week. Every Monday, there's a production mastermind. It's 1 p.m. Eastern. It's hosted by Mary Maloney, Dan Beer, and Kyle Whistle. Every Tuesday at 12 o'clock Eastern, I host a different mastermind on Tuesday at 12 Eastern. That one is a really great mastermind with top performers around the country that come on. And also a new agent launch program is on Tuesday. So there's a whole schedule. I'll show you what it is. People who are what we call generals that are 50 million or more or 100 units, there's a private mastermind just for them. There's another mastermind that's about growing your revenue share group. So there's a full list of masterminds that are being held, and we'd love for you to be part of those and grow and learn from those. So there's also weekly live calls with the Kinder Reese coaching. It's called the Honey Badger. So you are also part of something called the Honey Badger group. And it's just a funny name, but it's part of what Jay Kinder has put together, and it's called honeybadgeragents.ca. And so it's just more coaching, more information that they have, and that's really exciting.